Hey YouTube, it's Erin, and I am the Handbag Housewife, and I'm back again with another video. Today's video is going to be an unboxing from Neiman Marcus, and what's inside is from Coach. I have not done a Coach unboxing for quite some time, and I have to tell you that this item is mostly going to a different home. I am confiscating one little bit for one of my bags, but while I have the bag in my possession, I did want to go ahead and do what fits and try it on for you before I send it on to its new owner. So I got a really good deal on this, and I'm going to try to post it while that deal is still available. And assuming it is, I will link it down in the description box. I am thinking this will probably go out on Saturday, which is 2 days from now. And so fingers crossed that the deal is still available. So a lot of the department stores really just chuck the bags in with no extra padding or anything. So you do have to be really careful when you open up the box because you don't know what you're going to be cutting into. I once upon a time had a really nice box opener, and actually I had two, and I don't know where either one of them is. So I'm using good old-fashioned scissors to get inside this box. And a little bit of muscle. Woo! I'm strong. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, I'm worn out. I need to take a break and go do something else because that tuckered me out. I know you're dying to see what's inside this box, but before I show you, I did want to remind you that if anyone is interested in this beautiful Rodarte x Coach bag, it is still available. It comes with a really thick gold long chain strap and is in very, very, very good condition. And I don't know the original retail price on these, but I paid $500 plus tax on Poshmark. And I currently am asking $395, but if anybody sees this video and is in love with this bag and wants to have it, I will sell it for $375. So just reach out to me. There's the chain. The chain, I believe, is 42 inches, or maybe it's 41, but it's a little bit on the shorter side, but you can see how thick and chunky it is. You close the bag just like this, and it's all leather lined on the interior. It is a great size. I have just moved on. I think it's still beautiful. I love to look at it when I come into my closet. I'm just not using it. So if anybody wants it, it is $375 now, and that is a heck of a deal for this beauty with the leather sequins and rivets on it. So let's get into the box or into the bag. Coach! I have a little secret. I already did a little peek inside. I taped up the other side with my mailing label, so I wanted to show you as close as I could to what it was wrapped like, which I have accomplished, except for this little bit of tape that I've undone. And I got into it for a very specific reason. I mentioned that I am selling this on to one of my lovely subscribers, and basically the clearance price on this is $171 plus tax. I think it was originally $395, and I really wanted the 1941 hang tag for my Cassie 19. And so I reached out to this gal that I have sold things to over the last probably year and a half, and asked her if she'd be interested in this little cutie without the hang tag, or not without a hang tag because I put the Cassie 19 hang tag on it already, but with a different hang tag for a much reduced price of $115, and she said yes. So that's why this is moving on. But again, I do want to show it while I have it, and I'm going to unwrap it and then rewrap it back up for her. It won't be exactly the same, but it will make it there safely. And in the meantime, I can show you what it is. I have always thought these bags were perhaps a bit too petite for me, but I cannot wait to see what it holds. And I think that the design is pretty awesome. So if it holds a little bit more than what I think it will, I may just be in the market for one of these in a different color in the future. But I do have the Cassie 19 in this color, so that's why this one isn't staying. This is the faded blue Bandit Crossbody, and I believe it's just over 7 inches wide, so it's not a bad size. And I don't know the depth. I can put it into the screen here, but it is a petite bag. 2 years later, which may have just seemed like moments to you, I am back with the bag primarily unwrapped. I'm leaving the padding in between these layers and in the back pocket, because really that pocket is not going to fit anything except for maybe a card or a little piece of paper or a bus pass or something really small. And the interior is where we're going to fit some items. You can see that it's a pretty decent sized compartment. And there is a slip pocket in the front. I don't think that's big enough to hold a phone, but let's just check it out. So here is my case from my previous phone, about the same size as my current iPhone. And it does fit in that compartment, but it is bulging just a bit, so I don't think I would do that. So perhaps a card holder in that front pocket would be the ideal thing to put inside. My phone does fit nicely into the main compartment, which is awesome. I'm currently using my pochette Matisse by Louis Vuitton, so let's pop her open and start pulling out some of my regular everyday items. In a tiny bag like this, I don't generally carry card holders, so I may just stack my cards vertically in the front. But let's go ahead and put in my pouch that I usually carry and see if it fits. And it does. And I bet you that I can lay my medicine pouch, which is a little jewelry pouch, and an AirPods case, and maybe my key on top. So let's go ahead and put those items inside. There is this little flap coin purse right there, and that may be a great place to put something like my car key. Let's give that a shot. I'm going to pull my phone out for the moment, or my phone case. It's sort of getting in my way. This pouch is pretty wide. You can see that it's gusseted down there on the side by my AirPods case. So I actually put my car key and my AirPods case in there. I've got the main pouch right in the front and my medicine pouch in the front of that. Let's see how well this closes with all of that inside. It works great. I don't think there's any way I could fit my phone inside with this other stuff, but it is a lot of stuff. And if I remove the pouch and maybe just put a few of the items I really needed inside, then I could easily fit my phone inside too. Now, what is left inside my pochette Matisse that I absolutely need to have? I generally really like to carry a Tide to Go stick and a comb. I am able to fit those underneath the pouch with really no discernible difference in the closing of the bag. So as you can see, this flap here, I'm just leaving it flapped out instead of fastening it, since it does have those wider items inside. And if I tuck it in, it's going to take up some width of the bag. So leaving it out like that gives me a little bit more space. And it will also keep my stuff from tumbling out of the bag. So that's kind of a nice little thing to have in there. The only thing left that I absolutely have to have would be this little stack of cards, which include my driver's license, a couple of the credit cards I use. I could lose the Target card because I don't go there that often. So I have 3 cards and my license here. I'm going to slide those vertically into the front pocket, and then I'm going to go through the cards on the opposite side and see which ones I really have to have. You can see I can put those in vertically. Let's see if there's any difference in the closure. It is just ever so slightly tighter, and that may loosen up over time if you do use it in this way. And you can see there's the tag I swapped out the 1941 tag for. It is from the Cassie 19, and I think it looks cute on there. I don't really think it detracts too much from the bag not to have that original tag. The last few cards I have include my AAA card, my health insurance card, my trust card, and a bank card in case I need to get cash, but I'm not going to carry cash in this bag. I'm not going to carry anything in this bag because this is going to one of my lovely subscribers, but I just wanted to show you how much could fit. This is 5 cards, but a few of them may be just a bit slimmer than a typical credit card. So you can see there, I've got the cards I use to pay for things with and my driver's license. And then on this side, I have those other cards. And when I'm looking at it from the side, it looks like that's pretty even. So I don't need a card holder. The front pocket does just fine for that. And let me go ahead and close it with no bulging on the sides. These little flaps will spread out when you put things inside, and they have done that just a bit, but not a lot for this little bag. So there it is, all loaded up. Let's give it a try. I want to go ahead and put it on. I am 5'8" and about 145 pounds, and this bag hits me in a great spot whenever it's on the middle setting. So I could definitely go about this much lower and probably about this much higher since I'm right in the middle, and it is a great little bag. So I think that my subscriber's going to be real happy with it for the $115, especially since it retailed for $3.95. And the little hang tag that I put on it, I think it looks nice. When the bag is full, this pocket's even a bit tighter, but again, if you wanted to put a credit card in there that you use the most, that would definitely work. You can also completely remove this strap. So I've removed the strap and rolled it up inside. It's ready to go. I'm going to grab a silver strap and try it on with this bag for you. If you want to dress the bag up just a little bit, you can take any old silver chain strap and add it to the top of the bag. And actually, I feel like getting a strap from someplace besides Coach might be even better without the dog leash clips in terms of how it looks when it fastens onto the bag. This strap came from NEXTFASHION, and I got it a long time ago for my Prada re-edition with the silver hardware. And it's actually a shorter chain because that bag has a crescent shape, but it might work really well for this little cutie. So yes, I'm kind of digging it up high like that. I think that looks really cute, and it just shows you that you can really dress the bag up by adding different straps. One thing that you really can't do is add a chain strap, like a shorter chain strap. Coach has some beautiful link chain straps, and I'm going to grab one right now to show it with this bag, but you can't do that and the leather strap at the same time. You could do that and a different strap that clips on instead of going through the bars, but I don't know how that would look if you had two different chains going on. I've actually taken the Coach chain strap and put it on my Louis Vuitton Busey. I thought it looked quite beautiful on this bag, so let's take it off and put it on the Bandit Crossbody. Another chain strap that might work really well is this silver chain strap from one of the Cassie 19 bags. And in fact, I'm pretty darn sure the lady who bought this bag bought a Cassie 19 from me with a silver strap, so she may just love that. The only drawback to these newer chain straps that Coach has is that they're short. I mean, in comparison to the Cassie 19 chains, they're shorter. So with a little bag like this, you can kind of get away with it, but you can see it is up in my armpit. So let's enter my Cassie 19 in the same color. You can see for size comparison, the width of these two bags is pretty similar, but since the Bandit dents in on the sides, that makes the capacity slightly smaller. And then the depth is also pretty similar, but you're gonna end up with a lot more space in the Cassie 19 because of how it expands. And I think the biggest difference is going to be the height. You can see there is a huge difference in the height. So this bag does hold way less than the Cassie 19, but it is beautiful. It's like a work of art, honestly. I've already shrink wrapped this little cutie to the Cassie 19. I like having these 1941 tags, and that's why I did this whole process. It's kind of silly to buy a bag for the 1941 tag, but I love them that much, and it's really hard to find the faded blue. Now, this is the tiny 1941 tag. I did not realize how small it was on the Bandit Crossbody. Here is one, I believe, from one of the Rogues, or a bag that's similar size, or maybe even the regular size Bandit. I don't know where it came from. I bought it on the pre-loved market, but you can see that the tag on the faded blue Cassie 19 is much smaller than what I consider to be the standard size 1941 tag that I have on my chalk Cassie 19. I kind of collect those 1941 tags like I do luggage tags for Louis Vuitton, at least lately, and I have kind of a crazy story to tell you about that. But first, I just realized that this chain does not fit. The Cassie 19 chain will not fit over the top of this. So you would be limited with Coach to go with one of the ones that they sell separately, or to go with something from NEXTFASHION. I will pop the link in here to get a discount from NEXTFASHION. And also, there's tons of chains available everywhere. I mean, you can find them on Amazon too. I just like NEXTFASHION because the quality is really good, and you can customize the length to whatever works for you, which isn't typical if you go and buy a chain on Amazon. I hope you've enjoyed this presentation of the faded blue Bandit Crossbody. This is a little cutie and holds a surprising amount. I love the organization inside and how it's all leather lined. This little pocket's pretty handy too. It would keep things from just spilling out of the bag, which is really nice because I do have an issue with that happening sometimes with my AirPods case. I would say I do like this bag. It is a hair bit too small for me, but I could definitely make it work for a date night. It would be perfect for that, and it's so comfortable. It would also be great if you wanted to wear it to go do something where you needed to have the bare essentials, but you didn't want to have a heavy bag either, because it's not particularly heavy. I'm going to go ahead and weigh it with the strap inside so I can give you a weight. Now, it may be a slightly different having this tag versus the 1941 tag, but it's going to be pretty negligible. With the strap inside, this is 15.6 ounces. So it is below a pound, which is pretty nice. And that includes a little bit of extra wrapping that I haven't taken off. So with all that said, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, what are you waiting for? Do it and ring the notification bell so that you are notified of future exciting content such as this. Also, go find me on Instagram. The name there's the same. It's the @ then the Handbag Housewife, all lowercase. You can DM me there, or you can email me at thehandbaghousewife@gmail.com. If I don't hear from you, I will see you again real soon. Take care and have a fabulous day. Bye.